Hey Astro Kids, and welcome back. And in today's video, we'll be talking about the monthly horoscope for August 2023. Let's go ahead and jump right into this. So up on the screen here, you can see the dates for the transits here in the month of August. Starting off on the 7th of August, we will have Venus entering into the sign of Cancer. So, a lot of emotions up in the air in terms of our relationships. This is definitely a time where you don't want to make too many impulsive decisions in terms of how you approach your relationship situations. It's definitely a time of intimacy, of getting closer, of finding that sense of care and nourishment in your relationships. On the 16th of August, we will have a new moon in Cancer in the nakshatra of Ashlesha. This will be a very important new moon because this will take place in the fourth pada of Ashlesha, which is a very sensitive point. It's a Gadanta zone, which is all about this transformation from water to fire. So this is a very sensitive time that is very good for deep reflection, for your intuition, for going inward, but definitely not a time to make impulsive or sudden decisions. On the 17th, we will see the Sun enter into Leo, which will cover the second half of August. So this is definitely the Sun feeling at home here in its own sign of Leo, where it is the Mullatrikone sign. So this is excellent for your confidence, your self-expression, your creativity, your brilliance. This is a great time for anyone who is involved with the arts, with media, with entertainment, for expressing yourself and being in your strength and authority. On the 18th of August, we will have Mars entering into Virgo. This is a bit of a conflicting position because Mars and Mercury don't work out so well together. Mars definitely feels agitated by Mercury. So this can be a challenging time, but what this helps with is really focusing in on those areas that need improvement. This is excellent for your health, for your well-being, for your rearranging and reordering of different situations in your life. So whether that is your work life, your health, your finances, this is excellent for really focusing in on those areas. And again, avoiding impulsive moves and decisions, taking your time to really think it out. On the 31st of August, we will see a full moon in Aquarius. This will take place in the Shatabishta nakshatra. So this is excellent for meditation, for deep reflection, going inward. Any kind of study, research is excellent at this time. Now, for some of you, there will also be a full moon on the 1st of August that will take place in Capricorn in the Shravana nakshatra. So this will depend upon where you are in the world. For some of you, this will take place on the 31st of July, and for some of you on the 1st of August. This is definitely a time of contemplation, of listening to your inner voice, of thinking about your path and direction forward, and how you want to take things, how you want to move forward in your life. All of these big questions coming up to mind. Of course, we're also caught in this retrograde season here with Saturn and Venus both in retrograde, really challenging our sense of self-worth. It's all about believing in yourself, loving yourself, really holding space for yourself at this time, and paying close attention to what you value and what you don't value. So if you have any questions about this Venus retrograde, make sure to check out my previous video on the July horoscope where I went into great depth about this Venus retrograde. I will also leave a link in the description for my video on the Saturn retrograde as well. But coming up here in August, we will also have another planet that is stationing retrograde. Here on the 23rd of August, Mercury will start off its station. And this will create a very long transit here in Leo. Mercury will stay for an unusual amount of time, 66 days in the sign of Leo. So again, there's a huge focus on our self-worth, on our inner confidence, on our ability to love ourselves, to express love and creativity, and to stand in our individual power. So are you valuing yourself? Are you paying attention to your relationships, your commitments, your contracts, your dealings, anything that you are willing to commit to? Is it in line with your values? Does it value you as an individual? Big questions to ask yourself at this time. So I drew some tarot cards here for the month of August. And there is a huge focus here on inner security. Are you secure within yourself, in your decisions? This is really about having trust and faith in yourself. This becomes extremely important at this time. It's also a time of needing to balance out different areas of your life, not leaning to one extreme or the other, but finding that place of balance, that place of stability that works well for you. So this is definitely a time where some of you will be rearranging different areas of your life or asked to make these changes for yourself. This is also a time of having clarity in your decision making. So instead of, again, jumping to impulse, jumping to emotion, this is all about taking your time and really thinking things through. So this is an excellent time for meditation, an excellent time for contemplation, for really sitting with yourself and thinking everything through. For many of you, you are definitely close to your goal or to the result that you're looking for. You're sitting on the edge here. There's definitely a feeling of being on the edge, being close to that potential goal or moment of achieving something. So many of you are coming towards this point of culmination in your life, but you're being presented with a lot of different options and choices. So it's all about having that clarity in your decision making. It's also about balancing out different areas of your life, letting go of the past, letting go of what no longer serves you. This will make room for the new to come into your life for sure. So many of you will come to a point where you are offered something, where you are giving a chance or an opportunity to move forward in your life, to progress forward. Many of you even coming up with new ideas, new inspiration about how you want to move forward. Definitely this is the time to think about these things. This is a time to come up with a plan for the future, especially as we have all of this change that is happening here. Saturn in Aquarius and this Jupiter in Aries opening up new doorways. And of course, in November, we will see Rahu finally shifting back into Pisces and Ketu in Virgo. So there's a lot of shifting that is taking place here as we get closer towards the end of this year. Now let's go ahead and take a look at how this will affect you according to your zodiac sign. And for this reading, I want to give a quick disclaimer that I am using Vedic Sidereal Astrology. So if you're using Western tropical astrology, this reading will not work for you. Also, in this video, you may use your moon sign, sun sign, ascendant in your Navamsa chart, or your dasha sign, whatever works best for you. But I do recommend that you always use your moon sign and your ascendant sign for reference as well. So starting off, for those of you who have Aries as a prominent placement in your chart, this is definitely a time of culmination for you. But it's really a time of counting your blessings, of being grateful for the things that are coming into your life. So for some of you, there may be a feeling that not everything is coming in exactly how you wanted it to be. But there's definitely a sense of fulfillment, of manifestation, of good fortune that's coming into your life. Remember that with this Jupiter Rahu in your first house, that you are moving into a brand new direction. There's doors opening here. So being grateful for how far you've come, for all of the blessings that have come into your life, will definitely help you in moving forward. For those of you with a Taurus placement prominent in your chart, this is definitely a time where some of you are needing to acknowledge your sense of inner happiness and fulfillment. You may feel a lack of this in your external environment or circumstance, but it's all about finding that within yourself. So some of you are coming into some disappointments, into some old things that have to be cleared and removed from your life. But again, remembering the things that really make you happy from within, finding that peace, that sense of fulfillment, and acknowledging all of the things that you have achieved so far, all of the things that have manifested into your life. Holding that gratitude, holding that love in your heart is very important. You're definitely on the cusp of a big change in your life, but there's much to come in the month of September. For those of you with a Gemini placement prominent in your chart, this is also going to be a time of letting go, similar to the previous two signs. There's a lot here that you have to remove, a lot that you've been sitting with, contemplating over, that really needs to go at this time. So this is about going inward. This is about reflecting on the past, but not getting too caught up in this. acknowledging the things that need to go, the things that no longer serve you, the things that do serve you, making these important decisions about your life direction is huge at this time. For those of you with a Cancer placement, this is definitely a time where you're looking to pick up a new skill, a new source of knowledge in your life. And if not, this is definitely something that will be offered to you at some point. So this is about learning. This is about discovery at this time. This is about really developing a new skill and talent that can take you to the next level in your career, in your projects, in any area of your life where you are pursuing your goals and accomplishments. There is a leveling up in this area. There is a new opportunity to learn a new skill, a new source of income that can come in for you. For those of you with a Leo placement in your chart, this is definitely a time where your sense of confidence or authority is being challenged in some way. And it's all about finding this within yourself. As they say, true power is found in self-control rather than controlling others. So this is definitely a time of finding that sense of inner power and authority, of not allowing external circumstances to get you down at this time, but to realize the power that you already have. So this is something that tends to come naturally to you as a Leo. But this is definitely a time of tapping into this. This can be a great time for self-expression, for getting into any kind of creative hobbies or talents, skills, interests, hobbies that you are getting into at this time can definitely help to get you into that flow state, into that feeling of self-empowerment, which will get you through this month of August. For those of you with a Virgo placement in your chart, it's all about your strength, your confidence, your creativity. All of this is coming up at this time. This is definitely a time of standing in your own personal power, and you will feel this. This is lighting you up at this time during this month of August. So definitely take advantage of this. Use this creativity, use this potential that you have in yourself for your betterment, for your improvement. This can be a great time for self-care, for any habits that will definitely get you in touch with yourself, with your heart center. All of this is coming up at this time. For those of you with a Libra placement in your chart, this can be a time where you're dealing with so many conflicts, arguments, disagreements. You could feel at odds with your friend circle, your social circle. This can definitely be a time where you are retreating inward and focusing more on your goals and pursuits. And this is beneficial for you. Definitely you want to fight for something that you believe in that's meaningful to you and not allow these external debates and fights to get you down. So focusing this energy on something that is more constructive for you will be very helpful during this month. For those of you with a Scorpio placement in your chart, some of you have felt stagnant. Some of you have felt like there's not a lot that's moving or changing in your life. You're seeking out this great transformation. But the universe is asking you to change your perspective, to look from a different point of view, or to change your approach. Remember that Rahu is sitting here in your 6th house, which is giving you the ability to reinvent your life, to change things around, to declutter, to de-stress, to really deal with the problems and obstacles of your daily routine, of your life in general. So take this opportunity to do this. Really take advantage of this. Don't allow this opportunity to slip away. Take this time to rearrange things in a way that will make you happy, that will better your life, that will make things flow smoothly as they should for you. For those of you with a Sagittarius placement, some of you are missing out on an opportunity at this time. There is something here where you're not clearly seeing the things that are being presented to you. So this is asking you to trust in your intuition, to listen inward, to find that truth within yourself. What do you really feel? What is really important to you at this time? So this is definitely a time that is about balancing your life, that is about being patient and having a system, a structure that can help you to get towards the goals that you want to receive. So for some of you, there is a feeling of being blocked or this energy that is not flowing properly. And again, it's all about sitting in this energy, listening to yourself, being patient, being clear on what you want to achieve. For those of you with a Capricorn placement in your chart, This is a time of reinventing your life. There's a lot that's falling apart, a lot of past situations that are no longer suited for you. And with this heavy Saturn transit in your second house, it's all about your self-worth. It's all about what's of value to you. Leaving behind the things that are no longer of value to you is extremely important. But otherwise, this can be a time where you experience a tower moment in your life, regardless of if you are ready to let these things go. The universe is ready to clear this out of your life. So be prepared for these dramatic changes to take place. But for many of you, this is something that you've already been working towards. You've already been planning for this change to occur. So definitely this is giving you the opportunity to start fresh, to rebuild, to restructure your life. For those of you with an Aquarius placement, it's all about leaving behind the past. Some of you are stuck on something that happened to you in the past. So this can be holding on to resentment, holding on to being shortchanged, holding on to situations that didn't work in your favor. So this is about changing your perspective, changing your mindset. This is asking you to let go, to move forward, to make that change in this brand new direction. So definitely don't get caught up in the past and these situations that no longer serve you. Use this to your advantage. This is all about learning from the past and using this to strive forward in a better direction. For Pisces, you're juggling so many different things at this time. And you have many ideas and opportunities in your favor, a lot of things that you're working towards. But take some time to figure out what should you prioritize and what should you not at this time. Be careful about juggling too many things and burning yourself out. It really is about making that choice about what is important, what matters at this time, what will manifest your goals at this time, rather than trying to do everything all at once. So planning, coming up with order, structure, all of this becomes important with Saturn back in that 12th house, because this can all drain you, burn you out if you're putting too much of this energy into places that are not suited for you. Now, some additional cards came out of the deck as well, so I wanted to bring this up because this is definitely a message that someone needs to hear listening to this video. So, for whoever this is meant for, there is a feeling of sorrow, of frustration, of holding on to the past, of things that didn't go your way, and staying stuck in this dark place, staying stuck in this sorrow and this suffering. And it is time to let go of this. So I'm not disregarding your feelings or your difficulties that you're going through, but the universe is asking you to stand in your power, to really find that strength, that motivation, that confidence in yourself. Believe in yourself, and you will be able to manifest the life that you want. So it's all about leaving behind those storm clouds, leaving behind those dark days. This was definitely a learning experience for you, teaching you where to set the boundaries, what to believe in, what to trust in. And so use this as you move forward, but don't stay stuck in the past. There's so much potential, there's so much opportunity here for you to grow at this time. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this, and if you like this, make sure to leave a like as well as a comment, and share this out to a friend if you feel this is helpful. If you're interested in any of my services in a birth chart report, make sure to check out my website. The link for that is below in the description and in the comments.